Well, this time he does work around that first
60.
dart. Cannot find the treble. They have played 3 times before, these two. Ah, hello.
121.
Ooh, bit of a wild one. But all of their meetings were way back in 2013 and 2014, ridiculously. So that's when Max was a teenager.
100.
He's only 22 now. Winner of 2 PDC titles. Jamie Lewis has targeted winning a senior title in PDC darts. Says he should be winning these.
30.
He should have at least one already, and he hasn't managed to do it. Huge opportunity for someone. There's obviously an incredible amount of talented players in the field, and plenty of players who have won these titles.
59.
But Ian White, Peter Wright, Michael Smith, all out. I don't know how his injury's holding up yet. Double top for Jamie Lewis.
Game shot.
Yeah, very nicely constructed there, Jamie Lewis. Took his time, picked his spot. 15 darter to start things off and hold his throw.
93.
Gary Anderson, by the way, a 6-0 winner in his opening game against Gary Eastwood, averaged 98 as well. And even though he got knocked out of the UK Open early, he still went out with a very respectable average in the high 90s, did the Flying Scotsman.
100.
So, bearing in mind that Gary's rigorous practice regime consists of doing no practice whatsoever, I don't think lack of practice is going to be an issue for him. It's going to be
43.
Whether he can actually play his best and this back problem doesn't become a factor over the course of what can be quite a long day.
115.
Winning dart will probably be thrown sometime between 5 and 6 o'clock tonight, I would think.
$140.
Well, surprising that we've not seen Lewis hit a 180 as yet, particularly where his first dart has been finding the mark. Max has been
57.
repeatedly low with his darts. Won his first game against Robert Owen 6-3, Max Hopp. Jamie beat Benito van der Pas, both men averaging in the 80s. Nothing to write home about particularly.
93.
136 needed for the maximizer. Again, he's low on that treble 20.
96.
Various options here, but I think he's looking at the 18s. No, he's going the 20s route. Would have left double 12 had he pinned a treble with either of his first two.
88.
Nicely done. Leaves him double 8 if he's allowed back. Max's first look at a double.
Game shot.
No problem whatsoever. Ausgezeichnet. Second round games going on all over Robin Park. Darren Webster
96.
has lost to Mark Webster. Darryl Gurney is 5-4 up on Nathan Aspinall. Rob Cross has breezed through another game. 101 average,
97.
beats Luke Woodhouse. Dave Chisnell, 104 average, sees off Richie Edhouse. Raymond van Barneveld can go back to his house. He's been beaten 6-3 by Gerwin Price.
100.
A lot of positives already from this weekend for Barney, though, qualifying for more Euro Tours, but he has to start doing stuff on the Pro Tour. Otherwise, this Premier League campaign ends. That might be the last time
100.
you see him on the telly. Jermaine Watermeen and the Machine Guns beaten Madars Razma 6-5. Harry Ward, Big H, with a 6-4 win against Ryan Joyce. Been playing some good stuff as the man from
100.
Swaddling Coat in Derbyshire. Ryan Searle beaten Carl Wilkinson. Darryl Gurney average 103 now. Is Super Chin coming back into a bit of form? That'll be exciting if it's the case.
60.
Although it should be noted that I don't believe that Darryl Gurney has won 3 games in a row in any event this year. So that's 2 he's won.
57.
It's board 14. He's into the board final there. Darryl Gurney, of course, the man that Jamie Lewis beat at Alexandra Palace World Championship in an incredible game of darts where Jamie Lewis seemingly gave up, admitted he was not going to win in the deciding set tie-break, and then as soon as he gave up, he hit a 180 and then
60.
did win. That's very low. And that's low. Not as low as that first one.
56.
It's a recurring issue that Max Hopp has got at the minute. Just pulling those darts down. It might be a late release of the dart. Double 7.
Game shot.
Very, very well done, Jamie Lewis. Holds his throw. And a relieved look on the Welshman's face. That's a better miss for Max Hopp.
60.
And as he just sped up there a little bit, just to try and change something, because obviously whatever he was doing, it wasn't working, consistently pulling him low. Jamie Lewis is firing him left and right a bit
85.
more than we normally expect for the fireball. That's better.
$140.
Yeah, much better from Max Hopp there. Narrow defeats for Gabriel Clemens and Martin Schindler in their opening games. But Robert Marjanovic
96.
produced one of the results of the day so far in beating Peter Wright. The other German in the field, Christian Bunse, was beaten by a very solid display from Ron Muhlenkamp. 97 average from Ron the Bomb in his 6-3 win.
60.
Another Welshman, the Ferret, Johnny Clayton, 5-3 up on Luke Humphreys. James Wade trails to Aaron
93.
Monk. Aaron Monk has been playing some good stuff of late, although that's now back to 5-all. Adrian Lewis, 102.5 average in the first round, has now gone out
96.
to Keegan Brown. Never a frown with Keegan Brown. He's won 6-3. I can tell you 2 players we've already seen in action, Jamie Hughes
78.
and Kim Hybrex. It is Yoza who holds the advantage in the opening stages there. He leads 3-1 despite Hybrex averaging 103. Hopp. Treble 15 or 19? Double 14 then. Fabulous stuff from Max Hopp. The Maximizer, well, his scoring is nowhere near at the minute, but that 145 checkout, not bad at all.
55.
Again, we're seeing Jamie Lewis just stray from the 20 segment a little bit more than you expect him to. And is Max just finding that treble 20 now? Has he got his
140.
range? And he may have just sped things up a little bit in these scoring visits, Max Hopp. Obviously, he was repeatedly pulling the dart low.
96.
And if that is, I'm not saying it is, but if it is down to him just releasing a little bit late as he pulls the dart down, he's a little bit further through his action when he lets go of the dart. Maybe he thinks by speeding up a touch.
100.
Yeah, it does seems to be throwing quicker than we have seen him in the past. Might be a conscious decision from Max. Might be just something he's doing naturally.
140.
Look to the skies from Jamie Lewis there.
$57.
Treble 17 would have left him on a 170 checkout. As it is still advantage to Lewis.
$60. $140.
The maximizer is still searching for his first maximum, but he is finding that treble 20 a lot more consistently over the last couple of legs. Lewis cannot take out the 150.
57.
16s or 8s, that's the bit of the board we're looking at. Great dart.
Game shot.
Well, the finishing is very, very encouraging from Max Hopp, and that is the first break of throw in this game. Advantage Germany.
$123.
We see Max, he'll be wanting to hit 180s, obviously, but just the fact that he is threatening to when he was not anywhere close to getting his first dart where he wants him.
123.
In the first couple, 2 or 3 legs. He'll be feeling a lot better about things. Yeah, here we go. Over and over again, he's firing it in the top bit of the treble 20, and it makes life so much easier for him. Mind you, Jamie Lewis is pretty handy at it.
140.
It's astonishing that we haven't had a 180 yet in this game. There we go. Number 1, and it comes from the maximizer. Against a man in Jamie Lewis, who is one of the biggest 180 hitters on the tour.
100.
If you look at the regularity with which they're hit, Jamie Lewis is right up there.
18.
For the first time in this game, though, Max Hopp misses a couple of doubles and allows Lewis back to the board. But can he take advantage? No, he can't. Afraid not.
81.
Surely he can cannon in off those.
No score.
Wow. 5 darts all lined up above the double top, and Max Hopp, you could see him, the frustration there as he walked back. Didn't want to show it to Jamie Lewis.
Game shot.
It does exist, that double top, Max. It's there. One of Jamie's darts in it. Break back straight away, 3-3. Now, Max hasn't played every single Pro Tour event this year. In fact, he's only played half of them.
45.
But he had a run to a last 16. He had a second round, a third round, and a fourth round, effectively. Last 64, last 32, and a last 16. Not including today.
60.
So even though he's only played 9 games, I know it's a small sample size. That's, say, like a third of the games that somebody like Gerwin Price has played. He was still in the top 10 of the averages.
180.
Jamie Lewis comes to the party with his first maximum. Now, Hopp has been averaging more than Glenn Durrant so far this year.
140.
Only marginally less than the likes of Peter Wright and Michael Smith. So, look, encouraging signs from the maximizer, who did win a couple of PDC titles in senior darts.
140.
To add to his World Youth Championship.
$100.
Well, we got a game on here. Max missing 5 darts for a 4-2 lead, but Lewis going to leave himself tops.
96.
And does so. Looking to leave double 12 here, Max.
139.
We'll come back looking at 62 if Lewis returns the favour by missing a number of darts at double top.
Game shot.
But he doesn't. The fireball. Now looking a little bit more confident. Both men averaging 96.
$140.
You get the feeling. Max has now got into that rhythm and he's not making that mistake of pulling the darts low.
60.
Jamie Lewis is not spraying them left and right quite as much as he was earlier in the game. They just seem to have settled a little bit. I think this is still a difficult
100.
game to call. Their first meeting for 4.5 years. It's the first time that they've met since Max Hopp became a senior title winner or Jamie Lewis
97.
became a world semi-finalist. They're both very, very different propositions than they were when they played their games back in 2013 and 14, their 3 previous meetings. Jamie winning 2 of them, but as I say, not sure it has a great deal of bearing on
91.
what happens here today. Fill it up and you're on a finish.
140.
Needed all 3 of them.
$58. $100.
2 checkouts, just over the ton. 1 treble needed to complete 112 or 104. Hopp has the treble.
$92.
He does not have the double. If Jamie Lewis has the answer to this one, it'll open up a 2-leg gap for the first time in the match. He has the treble. And he has the double as well, and that little moment, that little passage of play might prove to be the key moment. That is not the moment we're after. It was a moment, but it wasn't the moment.
100.
That's the moment, and Jamie Lewis knows it.
140. $59.
Winner of this faces Chris Dobie or Andy Bolton. We will bring you that game at the conclusion of this one. It could be in just 3 or 4 visits time, or it might be in 3 legs time.
100.
Can't leave a finish from 3-4-2. Good look at the 17s.
97.
19s. And it does get him to a finish.
$96.
But Lewis is down to a finish as well. Treble 20. Maximizer will have to hope that the fireball cannot take out the 150. It is a shot that Lewis had a look at earlier
58.
in the match and got absolutely nowhere near taking out. And he's not going to take it out here.
58.
It was 104 in the last leg that really swung this match in Jamie Lewis's favour. 106 check out here for Max could change things. That's 18 scored. But
78.
double 14 is not found, and for the second leg running, Max Hopp misses the double at the end of a three-figure combination, and it might cost him. Is it double-double here? Two double 18s? Well, he was actually looking at double top for double 20 and double top for double 16, and it was miles off. It was an absolutely shocking dart from Jamie Lewis. Double 7 then.
14.
Well, the finishing had been quite good for Max Hopp for most of the game, but it's just deserted him at the end, and it looks like Jamie Lewis, the former World Championship semi-finalist, is going to go through to the board final here.
Game shot,
and that's exactly what he does. The Max defeated by Jamie Lewis, and the fireball will face either Chris Dobie or Andy Bolton for a spot in the last 16 here in Wigan.